Hey everyone, it's Jet, back today with another video, and today I'm going to show you how to craft tier 3 gear and obtain ancient Naxxramas patterns. Now the first thing you need to do to accomplish this is to unlock the Old Scholomance dungeon and of course Old Naxxramas. Now if you have not done this, I will put links in the description below on how you can do that. The second thing you need to do is acquire a few items, and the items that you're going to need are you're going to need 2 Stratholme Holy Waters. You're going to need 20 Invaders Scourgestones. You're going to need 5 Corruptors Scourgestones. You're going to need 3 Dark Runes, and you're going to need a Black Coffee. Now, the Holy Water can be looted in Stratholme from supply crates that are located all across the dungeon. This will only take you a few seconds to farm. 20 Invader Scourgestones. These drop from Old Scholomance dungeon and Stratholme. A good estimate while doing some testing on the drops is the live side of Stratholme drops about 3 per run, and the undead side drops about 6 per run. Now the best and quickest way to do this is to just farm Old Scholomance, as the drop rate is consistent as every boss drops 1. So a full clear of Old Scholomance will yield you 12 Invader Scourgestones. Now if you summon Kirtonos with the Blood of Innocence, that will give you 13 total. Now Corruptor Scourgestones drop from each boss in Naxxramas, so you can get a total of 15 per week per tune. So like the Invader Scourgestones, these are account bound, so you can run multiple alts through Naxxramas per week and then just send them to the tune you want to purchase things on. On another note, you don't have to have the Argent Dawn Commission trinket equipped to loot Invader Scourgestones or Corruptor Scourgestones. In fact, you don't even need the trinket on you. Once you have completed the Dread Citadel Naxxramas quest given to you by Archmage Angela dos Santos, you got the Empower Commission, which gives you the ability to loot Scourgestones. So having the trinket is kind of irrelevant now. Now Dark Runes, you can farm these up, but the best way is to just pick these up and buy them off the auction house. Same with the Black Coffee. Now the Black Coffee is sold by a vendor in your capital city of Orgrimmar or Stormwind, but if you're picking up the runestones on the auction house, you could just buy a Black Coffee, as it only sells for 90 silver on the auction house. So that's what I recommend. That's what I recommend doing. So with all that said, the first step into unlocking the secret of Old Naxxramas is we have to construct a makeshift grappling hook. And for this, we're going to have to gather 3 things. We're going to need a Fairlina Sewing Kit, a construct hook, and an abomination chain. So I'll show you how to do that right now. So when you get into Naxxramas, you will notice that it is broken down into four quarters. So each of these quarters have different items in it. The first item we're going to get is for the grappling hook is an item called the Fairlina Sewing Kit. Now this item drops off the boss Grand Widow Fairlina, who is located in the Arachnid quarter right here. So when you come into the Arachnid quarter, she will be located right here. So we'll head down to her, and when we get there, we'll be right back. Alright, so we made it to Grand Widow Fairlina. So we will just put her out of her misery right here. And when we do, we will loot the item we need, the Fairlina's Sewing Kit. So the next item we're going to go get is called the Construct Hook. So we'll be right back. Alright, to get the Construct Hook, you're going to need to come into the Construct Quarter. And it's the second room right here on the right hand side when you enter. Like you'll come in through this door, and it's just hanging right here on this thing right here. So we got the construct hook. We're gonna go get our abomination chain, and where you get this from is you just gotta fish in any slime pull, so we're just going to stay in the construct quarter and go right down here. Go right around here, somewhere around here, and do some fishing. So we'll be right back. So we found a nice fishing spot, and where we decided to come is just right here. But you can go in any here in the construct quarter and just find a place that you'd like to fish. So this spot looks pretty lovely. We're gonna put our line out here and try to catch our abomination chain. Shouldn't take too long. So that's 2 casts so far. Three. Okay, we got our abomination chain. So now that we have all 3 items that we need to make the hook, if you notice, we'll combine them all. And this will give us our grappling hook. Now, what we got to do for this next step is we want to stay in the construct quarter here, and we want to come up here to the Hall of Reanimation, and where Thaddeus is. So we're going to go kill Thaddeus. You don't have to kill Thaddeus, but we're going to kill him to get another Scourgestone. But when we get to this room, I'll show you what to do next. Alright, so we made it to the Hall of Reanimation here, and we killed Thaddeus. You don't have to kill Thaddeus, but I mean, you're here, you might as well kill him. And here in this room right here, there is a goblin called Zackett Skullsmash, and he's sleeping up here. That's why you need the grappling hook, and I'll show you how to get to him right now. So when you come in the room right here, you want to hang a left, and you want to come up this ramp on the left, and on this platform right here, there is a grappling hook. Now, make sure after you craft the grappling hook that you use the grappling hook. Like you want to use it. So whenever you use it, then you have access to these points here. So this platform here, you want to jump on here and grapple up. Now, when you get to this platform here, you just want to come up a little bit here, and you'll notice another grappling hook on this platform. So you want to grapple over to that. Now, when you're on this one, you just want to go up here and just hang a right. And there's another grappling hook on this platform. Now, when you get to this platform, you just want to turn around and look up. And there's a grappling hook up on the top here. It might be kind of hard to see, but it's up there. Now, this is the one where you don't want to fall off. When you get to here, you just want to hug the wall right here and come around this corner. Now, when you get to right around here on this corner, you want to turn back around, and there's a grappling hook right over here. So you just want to grapple here. Now, sometimes, like, it'll say it won't be in the line of sight, so you just want to come back a little bit more. And then you'll be able to get into the line of sight. So when you get to this platform right here, you just want to hug this wall right here. You just want to basically run into it and then just go north a little bit. Now, you want to grapple over here. You could see our boy Zackit just sleeping over here. So when we get to this point, we'll grapple to the last spot that we need and go see our boy Zackit here. Now, Zackit, he's sleeping here. You have the option to oh god. Now, when you get to Zackit, you have the option to like use the little cogwheel here, but what you want to do is you just want to throw, which is a guaranteed, is you just want to throw the holy water at him. Now, when you throw at it, he gets kind of mad and he jumps up, and he'll have a quest for you, and the quest is inconvenience fee. So you want to accept this, and basically he'll ask you to gather a bunch of mats when you accept this. And we already have the mat, so it's the 20 Scourgestones, the Corruptor Scourgestones, the Dark Runes, and the Black Coffee. So we already brung those and farmed them up. Now, when you turn this in, you will get a tier 3 piece of bracers for your class. Now, this is account bound, so if you already have a tier 3 on the tune that you're doing it for, say a leather worker like me, a leather tune, you can pick up a plate one or a mail one and send it over to an alt that doesn't have the tier 3 bracers. So whenever you complete this quest, you will basically unlock Zackit, which will give you the ability to craft tier 3 items. So we'll complete this quest. We'll complete this quest, and then I'll show you where Zackit will be located, because you don't have to grapple up here every time to see him. So I'll show you where he's normally located, and we'll be right back. So anytime you go into Naxxramas now, you'll notice that Zackit will be right here in the entrance, right next to the portal. So when you click on Zackit here, you will notice he has 2 repeatable quests. Completing either one of these quests will give you a bargaining chip. Now, these bargaining chips are the currency used to purchase items from our boy Zackit here. Now, if you want to craft a tier 3 piece of gear, you'll have to purchase a dented Raiders item for that slot. So say if you want a leather helm, you will have to buy a dented Raiders helmet. Now, if you tooltip over this item, you'll notice it says that when you use it, you can get a random head slot item from Kalimdor or Eastern Kingdom. Now, this can be any helm that drops in that zone. Now, here's where you need to play the RNG slot machine. Now, if you're lucky, when you purchase one of these items and you use it, you have a chance to get a lamented item. Now, that lamented item will need to be restored by using a cursed Nax item for that piece of gear. So if you want to store a leather lamented piece of gear, you will need to get languished leather. Now, here's the real kicker though. The only people that can craft these special cursed Nax materials are people with the Drop Dead Gorgeous achievement. Now, you may ask, what is this achievement? Well, it's anyone that has collected a full set of tier 3. Now, I looked it up, and there are currently less than 1% of people who have this. How accurate that is, I have no idea, but I would say it's pretty close. So if you want some languished leather to repair that lamented piece of gear, you'll have to put a work order in and hope someone can craft it for you. Now, this is not over though, because after you repair the lamented piece of gear, it will turn into a desecrated piece of gear. Now, when you have a desecrated piece of gear, then you can turn that piece of gear into a tier 3 armor piece. Now, how do you do that? How do you do that, right? How do you turn a desecrated piece of gear into a tier 3 piece of gear? Well, we have a desecrated piece of gear. Zackit, our boy Zackit, hooked us up. All right? Right there. And I got the leather bracers, okay? So to repair this, I will need 70 phylacter weave and 10 righteous orbs. Yeah, 70 phylacter weave. So you may ask, well, where do I get the phylacter weave? Well, you can buy them from our boy Zackit here. And how much are they? 2K a pop. Yeah, 2K. So to repair this piece of armor, it will cost me 140K in phylacter weave. You can see how expensive this is going to be. So basically, if you want a full set of tier 3 armor, it will cost you roughly 2.8 million gold just in phylacter weave and 80 righteous orbs total. So let's just round it up to 3 million. But Zackit does sell other things, you know. So if you want an old recipe, you can get for 12 bargaining chips you can get a slime covered scroll. Now, this slime covered scroll reveals a random ancient recipe from Naxxramas. He also sells a toy, the Plague Grain, for 15 bargaining chips, and a Rotten Delicious, which is an item used to purchase to obtain a mount. So, that is how you unlock Zackit to purchase Old Nax recipes and craft tier 3 gear. I hope this video helped, and good luck.